All right, and welcome to a new installment of the Valt podcast. We're calling this the Ask Us Anything episodes. We post this once a month where you guys can just ask us questions. It could be about anything as long as it's not illegal or defamatory or something. And we'll compile them and we'll record it for 15 minutes and it'll be an episode that we just post on a random Saturday or something.
Sweet.
So without further ado, we'll get straight into it. So, first question. All these are anonymous too because some of these are kind of weird and I just want to respect people's privacy. So the first one is, describe what a perfect day for you would be start to finish. Sean, go.
A perfect day for me would be getting up early on a weekend and getting in a drive before traffic anywhere. You know, as long as the roads are open with good friends. That'd be perfect. That'd be a perfect start to a day. And then finishing it from start to finish, maybe followed by some time with the family, good workout, and a great dinner.
Nice. Vijay, what about you?
Perfect day would be tiny car show day of the year.
Yeah. That is pretty perfect.
Get my beat out, like drive it through a bunch of back roads, bring it here and see a lot more K cars around and learn about my car also from the others. So,
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite show of Valt all year round.
Oh, yeah.
The vibe is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. My perfect day is very similar to Sean's. I think I want to get the M5 out around like 5, 6 in the morning. Take a dinner drive specifically to the coast. It doesn't need to be technical. I just want to hear the car run up and down the coast, maybe to like Davenport and back, and then just hang out at the house, go to do a workout, have someone other than me cook dinner, so I don't have to do that, and then just chill, you know?
Yeah.
Something like low-key where you can just kind of like breathe for a little bit. That's my perfect day.
Can I end my day with a nice just vegging out on a lot of YouTube? Just car YouTube.
Yeah, like going to sleep. Just like
And
totally.
low balling people on Marketplace.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, question 2. What does your mom drive?
My mom does not drive.
My mom drives a 2020 Honda Fit.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's a fit head.
Yeah.
Nice.
I bought like 6 or 7 of them, and she drove it, and she's like, "Oh my god, I want one of these." So I bought her one too.
It's so good, spacious, and like still a small car.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it gets everything done.
She's like, "This is my forever car." I'm like, "Oh, mom."
Yeah. My mom got a license, but soon realized that she can't drive, so she stopped driving.
It's valid.
Yeah, she's just not built to drive.
Yeah, my mom drives a 2019 Mercedes wagon.
Nice.
So my dad got her it. She doesn't like it, but she drives it. She wants something taller.
Every time my mom's in town, I offer her to drive any of the cars, and she gets so freaked out. She's like, "No, I don't trust myself in driving." I'm like, "It's fine."
That's how it goes.
She's super aggressive at driving too. My mom is hell of aggressive.
Yeah, my
Dude,
mom is
all my
not.
driving as I got from my mom.
That's funny. So third question. In an ideal world, what automotive manufacturer do you wish never existed?
Ooh.
I'll go first.
Oh my god.
I hate Dodge trucks so much that I wish Dodge in general never existed, and I'm gonna get so much hate for that.
Yeah.
But I just hate the truck drivers in my area
Oh my
that
God.
just like feel like they own the road, driving 100 miles an hour through traffic. I'm like, you're gonna kill so many people if you just mess up one thing,
Yeah.
and I just hate it.
And it just weighs like 7,000 pounds.
And also with detailing, they're the hardest to deal with as clients because they think their investment is so valuable that they like nitpick
totally.
everything. And I'm like, dude, I detail like $5 million cars and they don't scrutinize as much as you do in your $20,000 whatever the hell it is. So I wish Dodge never existed.
Yeah.
What are you guys?
How about Porsche?
Porsche?
Never mind.
Dude, you're gonna get
That's
killed.
clickbait.
You're gonna get killed, dude.
That's the title. Porsche. We wish
Oh my
Porsche
God.
never existed.
I have to delete my Instagram now. No, I think definitely pickup truck drivers are like the most violent on the road for sure. And their headlights are like exactly in the line of vision of all the normal size cars.
Yeah.
So they're like the most painful cars to be stuck in front of in traffic also. But I don't think any specific manufacturer is at fault. It's like the whole individualistic culture and like behavior of
Yeah.
people that's led to that sort of huge SUVs and trucks that kind of bully everything on the road.
There you go. I guess for me, I guess the car that I would. What was the question? The car that
you wish never existed.
the car that I
the
wish never
manufacturer.
existed. Manufacturer that never existed. Excuse me.
Oldsmobile.
Would totally be no. It would totally be freaking Tesla. Dude, I hate everything about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I hate everything about the cars. I think they're lame. I think they're cheap. They don't drive very well. I actually drove a Model 3 not too long ago. It's just like
It's pretty
so
it's cheap feeling for sure.
It's very
the new
cheap.
ones. The new ones I think are not like the brand new 2025s. I think are much better.
Yeah.
But
They drive better. Yeah.
I mean, like if detailing them, like there's like wood screws in some spots, and I'm like, I can't
Oh my
believe this
God.
exists. I cannot believe
Nothing
this
matters. Like it's part of the cult.
Yeah.
It's a cult, so nothing
Yeah,
matters.
I actually enjoy driving the Model 3 over the Model
Why?
S.
No, the
S?
Model S.
Yeah.
Model S is too big.
Yeah.
It's
Same with the X. The Model X feels like you're driving a cardboard. Like everything is like it's like really poorly built.
Yeah.
The Y is definitely like they put more money into the Y. They put more money into 3. S feels like it's trying to be an S class, but it failed. And the X is like a disaster.
yeah. I cannot associate just the quietness to the the acceleration to the braking. It's just it's
disorienting.
yeah, it's
So,
disorienting for me.
I think they're just like appliances made to be used and discarded.
Yeah. It's
like
totally
pure
totally for
appliance.
like the non-car person.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like I get as I was driving. I'm like I get it. This is for
A to
somebody
B
that wants to go
device.
to A to B. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely useful as as an appliance for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is valid.
Yeah.
Fourth question. What would you buy as a fun backroads car if you can only spend $5,000 all in, including deferred maintenance that will obviously come up and not, because the car is cheap and people are skipping out on things?
I think I just did the Peugeot.
Peugeot.
Yeah.
That's a very unpractical answer.
Yeah.
I
Fun backroads car.
Get a clapped out E36. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. I went a little more practical. I feel like I could probably find like a beat, like cosmetically beat Miata for like 5.
Yeah.
And those are probably pretty reliable. So that's a good backroads car.
Yeah.
So I would do that.
Yeah, I took the Peugeot to Highway 9. I was like shockingly good. I was full throttle through 90% of Highway 9.
Which is perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it is. Because it's so slow also. That way.
Number 5. What car do you like that nobody else does?
Oh, all the French cars.
The French cars.
The worst, shittiest French cars, like including Le Car. Like French cars are like absolute shit piles in the current day because of all of the outdated technology which they were pioneering back in the day.
Yeah.
Like all the hydropneumatic stuff, all the weird suspension stuff, and like extremely weird dashboards, interiors, controls. Everything about them is like just made for only them.
Yeah.
And it does not get shared with anyone else. And like there's only like one guy who is 95 years old who can fix it.
It's so true.
Like, and he's almost dead.
Because when something pops up, or, on marketplace or whatever, and you're talking about a French car, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Then it pops up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
oh
just
my God.
love that they were so ambitious to do all the things they did. Like they had the best drugs.
Yeah.
They smoked up and then they decided we're gonna make this, and they sold millions and millions of those weird ass wacky
It's
things.
so weird. Yeah.
It's so interesting. Like every single part of it is just so interesting.
Yeah.
Not that they're like reliable or good quality or anything, but they're just like super quirky.
Yeah.
Show 'em a video.
I'd probably say let's go with K cars.
K cars?
They're not
That's
really.
true. Not many people like them.
Yeah, they're not really liked, especially if you go to other countries because they're so plentiful. But I think here, because they're so unique, and they don't make any sense, and they're not practical at all.
They're
No.
like a fish out of water.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they offer such a unique driving experience that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's totally true. Cadillac Alante or Chrysler TC. Everyone hates those, but for some reason I like them.
Which one? The Cadillac Alante?
Alante
Oh,
or
yeah,
Chrysler
yeah.
TC, which is the same car.
You've been on that car.
I just think they're cool looking. I just think that it's an interesting idea that this car was designed in America and then, or I guess built in Italy and like design. I mean, it just is like such a disaster of like a logistics idea.
Yeah.
Just to make make the car that auto manufacturer feel a little bit more premium.
Yeah.
Probably trying to compete with like an SL or something. That like I guess I want to experience one of them. I know I'm gonna hate it, but I want to experience it.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll just take a drive. Probably won't buy one, but I'll take a
Yeah.
drive in one.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 6, your dog just threw up all over your gray cloth seats. What are you doing?
Not having a dog anymore after that.
I was gonna say I was gonna 360 dunk the dog into the garbage can,
Yeah.
but I would just sell the car. I'd just be like,
Yeah.
get another car.
Oh man,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna clean
I'd sell
that.
the dog.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna clean it. I'm not even gonna clean that. So it's valid. Hopefully, whoever asked that question is okay.
No.
Yeah. Like search for the nearest dog shelter.
Yeah,
on,
like
on the maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not one of those. I'm not really a dog person. Like I've had dogs, and but I'm not the person that carries their dog with them everywhere you go. The dog's in the front seat. I'm not kissing a freaking dog in the mouth.
Open
I'm not
mouth
eating.
kissing.
Yeah, I'm not
Open
eating
mouth
after.
kissing.
No, it's a freaking dog. So
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that.
yeah,
I know a lot of people like that.
yeah. So yeah, I would never be in that situation where a dog would throw up in my
That's
seats.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Last question. Which company, if any, is the modern iteration of Mercedes from the 70s and 80s? So Mercedes in the 70s and 80s, extremely overbuilt. We just talked about it. Cars are still running today.
Yeah.
Extremely bulletproof. Is there an auto manufacturer in this current era that is doing that right now? So in like 50, 60 years, will we see a car that's brand new today as a taxi, as a vintage car that we're like, man, they really figured this out back then? Anything at all?
Yeah, I think this has been talked about before, by some other groups as well. But I think in the modern era, in terms of pure engineering prowess, I think Lucid stands above everyone else for sure. Like in terms of engineering a car that is extremely efficient, I think it's the only car, maybe one of very few cars that's able to get 5 miles per kilowatt hour efficiency, or like no, is it 5 miles? Yeah, it's 5 miles per kilowatt hour efficiency from their drivetrain. They're like the most obsessed with efficiency, packaging. It's shocking how well they've packaged their car in terms of interior space, trunk space. Meanwhile, Germans have absolutely no idea on how to package their cars. They don't have frunks still in their electric cars. Their rear seat space is so bad. Like it's like Germans suck so bad. Meanwhile, Americans, especially Lucid, is showing the way in packaging and energy density of their powertrain. Like the whole powertrain of the Lucid, the rear powertrain fits inside a suitcase, and you can pick it up by your hand. Like that was
That's
one of the party
amazing.
tricks. One of the party tricks that the CEO did during the reveal of the powertrain.
That's wild.
It's absolutely insane, the obsessive efficiency and packaging they've done. I think it's not appreciated now because most of the buyers would be like seeing it as just an A to B car. But I think in terms of engineering, it'll be appreciated as a trailblazer in like 20, 30 years.
If they can not go bankrupt and make a cheaper car,
The gravity.
that cheaper car will be the iconic 40 years from now.
I mean, they have infinite money from the Middle East.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think they should
We'll
be
see.
able to.
But
keep going.
won't they experience the same battery issues like every electric car is going to
Yeah.
face?
Yeah, you'll have
That's
to-
why I said not 60 years because
Yeah.
battery packs will be.
Yeah, you'll have to do that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I
think,
was going to go Lucid or Rivian. I think Rivian, in terms of ingenuity, is bringing their, at least in terms of engineering, they brought down a huge amount of ECUs and combine them into one small thing that is very plug and play, which is why Volkswagen invested $1 billion.
$5 billion.
$5 billion
to get
into
their
it, so that
electrical
they-
architecture.
Literally that. So I think Rivian is definitely one of those companies that will go on down in the record books as being extremely reliable and over engineered, even though they have a lot of issues. I think every new car manufacturer has issues at some point, but Lucid and Rivian, which is interesting because both of those have been all EVs.
Yeah.
Makes me think that people designing gas motors and diesel motors are probably just throwing some cash cows out there just to get some extra revenue before it goes.
Lucid should actually sell their motor as a crate motor to put in any car.
Yeah.
Because it's 1,000 horsepower in such a small package.
Super small.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything
Sean.
can fit that.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, what about you?
Oh man. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing with actually both of those manufacturers as well. It's if I'm looking at the bigger manufacturers or the well-known manufacturers, I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind, I guess, would be Lexus. I think Lexus makes a nice product that they've seemingly, since they were first introduced, they've seemingly been that.
They've been able to withstand every
Yeah.
model of Lexus has been pretty good.
Yeah. I think what they're doing now. the LC 500 is certainly an unappreciated car.
That'll be a classic.
What is the RCFs? Yeah,
those
And
drive
the
really
IS
well.
are freaking dope
The
cars.
IS 500, I think, is like the modern 500e.
Yeah.
No one knows even what that car is.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that designates it as a sports car is the slanted pipes.
Yeah.
And it's a naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 in a
Sounds
tiny
so
sedan.
good.
Yeah, I saw one yesterday. I'm like, I can't believe there's like one. You don't ever see them. Like there needs to be more.
They have the best fit and finish of any car ever made.
Yeah, definitely.
Like absolutely best.
Their material choices are very on purpose.
Yeah.
If you sit in them, like you can every touch point is great.
Nice materials.
So yeah, I think Lexus is a great answer. I think Lexus might be the one.
Should get a LC 500.
They look really, really, really
And
good.
sound really good.
And sound really good. Yeah.
If it was my choice on what Allie's next car would be, it would be a Lexus.
Yeah.
She doesn't like the way they look, which is horrible for me because I love the interiors.
I've been leaning. I think if I get another new car sometime soon, it'll be a Lexus.
They should stop naming their cars after like printers. Like the letters are like RC 1350 MAH ZZK.
Yeah, they're very Japanese about that.
I saw they had like an RCF, like a track edition or something like that. Yeah, I was like, man, this thing is freaking nice looking.
Yeah, everything
it's a
about. I
beautiful
mean,
car,
they're great.
yeah.
They're great cars. That's
Yeah.
the right answer. I was going to say Lexus, but then I got on this EV kick when you started talking about Lucid. I'm like, I think Rivian might be in that same ballpark.
I recently got a Uber ride in a Lexus Pure EV. I did not know it even existed because its name is like a printer. Like nobody would ever recall or like look it up. But it's like literally a Model Y competitor, and this thing is built so well. Like meanwhile, Model Ys are just rattly and cheap. This just felt so premium.
Is that the Toyota? Is that the Lexus? You know the Toyota with the black over fenders? That's like UZ7466. It's even Toyota has a purple
I
name.
have no idea.
I think I know what you're talking about. And
CHR or like something.
It's cool that.
But this Lexus just felt so good. Like it should be like outselling Model Ys based on.
Yeah, because no one knows what they are because of the name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I love their version of the Land Cruiser as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. And their
They're on
GX
point.
is always
the
is
GX,
always a win. Yeah, the GX is always a winner. No matter any generation of GX you get, you win.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the questions. So this is brand new. Comment down below if you enjoyed it. Comment down below if you wanted to stay a singular episode just by itself, this really quick 15-20 minute episode, or if you want me to just include it in one of the longer episodes for the month. I'm happy to do both. I want to hear what you guys have to say. But these are really fun. Submit the questions via underneath in the comments, DM us on Instagram, or if you're a member of the Discord, throw a message up on the Discord. We'll put a podcast questions page up specifically for that, so we can ask questions and we can just all collaborate with that. But without further ado, we'll end this short episode, and we hope you liked it. We will see you next week.